No score.
Dear Commissioner, Major League Baseball is great, but what if we let one lucky fan play catcher for the day?
Guest catcher for today, Jason Weinstein.
Says here he's played a little T-ball.
Doesn't look like he's grown much either.
And that ball is driven deep. Burt Brown's third.
There's going to be a play at the plate. Ooh, just off the glove. Well, this will be a day he'll remember.
Well, he won't.
I want you to put together a young, top-notch team for me, Dad.
On August 8th,
you know what they say, you're either SWAT or you're not.
the best squad he ever assembled
Why'd you pick me?
Take off the captain.
is about to face the impossible.
I will give $100 million to whoever gets me out of here. $100 million!
You will be ready for anyone and anything.
SWAT, rated PG-13. In theaters everywhere August 8th.
Need a truck to tow the really big stuff? The Ford F-Series Super Duty with the Power Stroke diesel. Just imagine what you can tow. If you haven't looked at Ford lately, look again.
The Lake, U.S. Cellular Field, and the All-Star Game, and Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod waits till they turn the video board off in center field, or at least put a still picture up. And here's the first pitch of the bottom of the second. Fastball misses high, 94 miles per hour. Our Sprint Virtual Manager question is, who will break Henry Aaron's career home run record? Barry Bonds, Alex Rodriguez, someone else, or nobody? To answer the question, use your PCS Vision phone from Sprint. That's foul. Or log on to foxsports.com, keyword MLB on Fox. Well, sir, your guess, your pick would be, who would it be? This guy because of his age, his youth. This guy because of the kind of pace he's set the last few years. Nobody. Racer X, who is it?
I think A-Rod, because of his age, because of his position. He will be 28 years old within a month and is already 25 home runs behind Cal Ripken.
Counts 2 balls and a strike. Schmidt back to work, and a fastball misses low. It's 3-1. You say that again. This guy hasn't even turned 28 yet.
Has not turned 28. The fastest for a player to reach 300 home runs. You're looking at him right of your screen.
The 3-1 pitch, a dangerous delivery, and A-Rod ready to jump on it. It's a full count. There's nobody in the game today that enjoys the phrase "at this pace" more than Tim McCarver. So we will look at the sort of pace that he has set. That'll happen as we go upward and onward. 768. That's the projection. Mark it down. Refer back to it in the future. Struck him out on a good pitch down and away, and Jason Schmidt gets his first of the evening.
Good fastball low and away, probably ball 4. Tell you, both pitchers have been dealing so far.
Let's just talk, because I can tell with the kind of pace this thing's going to get away from us here early with regard to talking about the strategy. But when you sit down and you talk to Mike Scioscia, and he talked to Kevin Kennedy and our pregame crew yesterday along with Dusty Baker. Here's Garrett Anderson, the home run hitting champ, takes a strike. You get the feeling that Mike Scioscia buys into this whole idea a little more, that he is thinking within this game, the matchups he wants to get, where he's going to use certain relievers. And Dusty Baker is more, while not saying we're just going to try to get everybody in the game, is more in the category of trying to make everybody happy, and if at all possible, get everybody on that bench with some pitching exceptions into this game.
Yeah, I think concisely, Scioscia is worried about the matchups in the middle innings. They don't have to worry about anything if all the pitchers continue to do this. By the way, I just got a message on my cell phone from David Hill, our boss. He said, redo the opening.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let's go back. Start over. First 5 have been retired by the right-hander Schmidt, and Edgar Martinez walks in. He is here as the DH. The National League side, their DH in this game is Barry Bonds. So that leads you to the next point. If this is a tight game, and if you are playing to win, and if this time it counts, and it stays tight, how could you justify taking a guy like Barry Bonds out of the lineup after, let's say, 2 at-bats?
He would have a tough time doing that, but Dusty implying before the game that Bonds would hit 2 times. Of course, he's the designated hitter. He's not playing in the field. Dusty's saying that he's earned the right to hit as many times as he wants. He certainly has, as he wants. He has certainly earned that right. So we will see. If the game, way I look at it, Joe, if the game continues at this quick a pace and the pitchers are that successful, I think Bonds will hit more than 2 times.
No balls, 2 strikes. Schmidt could strike out the side here in the 2nd inning. And missing up and away. Edgar Martinez is number 9 in the league with 64 RBIs. Has the number 1 batting average all time among designated hitters. DH came into Major League Baseball in 1970. And Martinez, and oh goodness, hit in the helmet. Oh my goodness. Edgar Martinez hit in the helmet. And Jason Schmidt, the pitcher who let the pitch go, immediately went down, wishing he could pull that pitch back.
With 2 strikes, hitters are more inclined to get hit because they protect the outside part of the plate. Trainer out with Edgar to see if he's all right. It was rather a glancing blow, hitting on the left side of the head. At least the ball caroming back to the screen. It was not a direct hit, but hard enough. You could see the reaction of Jason Schmidt. My gosh.
And thank goodness Edgar immediately got back up. He's okay. We'll be able to continue, and we'll take a listen to that. And Martinez, and oh goodness, hit in the helmet. Oh, a crisp sound, yet as you say, it did glance off the helmet and back up onto the screen. So thankfully Edgar Martinez is okay to continue. It's cracked his helmet. Sammy Sosa, who had the bill area of the helmet crack earlier this season in a game against the Pittsburgh Pirates in Pittsburgh against Salomon Torres, had his batting helmet shattered, and that thing suffers a crack as Todd Helton plays behind Edgar Martinez at first, and Hideki Matsui stands in. And a little flare that's going to drop into left field for a base hit. So a hit batsman, a base hit the other way by Matsui, and Troy Glaus will come up, and with a base hit could put the American League on top.
Off the hands, we have seen a lot of very good hitters jammed early in this ball game, but Matsui finding a hole in left field. You can see right out the trademark. Trademark's about, oh, I guess halfway up the bat, below the sweet spot.
Here's Glaus, MVP of this past World Series for the champion Angels. 2 on with 2 out, no score in the 2nd. And a fastball is poured in for a strike. You see a guy like Matsui. Ichiro is in the lineup for the American League, and you wonder how many millions are watching in Japan, where it's 8:08 tomorrow morning. 2 on, 2 out. Glaus takes a pitch up and away. In fact, I guess because it's tomorrow morning, they already know who wins this game. They know where the World Series will start come October.
It's rush hour.
But don't spoil it for us.
Rush hour in Tokyo, but they're rushing to a television set.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, 2 out, and that is on the outside corner, strike 2. Gloss since '99 leads all big league third basemen in home runs. He's hit 15 this season. Typically, you say the pretty swings belong to left-handed batters. I think Troy Gloss has a pretty right-handed swing. A 1-2 pitch. Still 1-2. You throwing in with me on that one, or are you staying silent over there?
No. I'm not
throwing.
throwing in with you on that one.
All
I
right.
think Troy Gloss is a power hitter. I don't think he's ever going to hit for a high average.
It's just smooth. It's not violent. It's.
But he strikes out 160
So
times
what?
a
I'm
year.
talking about his swing. I'm not talking about strikeouts.
I'm not talking about contact.
Oh, 1-2 pitch. Beautiful that is. 85 miles per hour from Schmidt. Schmidt was rolling, struck out Rodriguez, struck out Garrett Anderson. Then he hit Edgar Martinez with 2 strikes on the hitter, hit him in the helmet. Matsui flared to hit to left. And now it's 1-2 on Gloss. Schmidt could strike out the side here in the second. Wouldn't go after it. Laid off. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I was thinking after hitting Edgar Martinez, if you're Jason Schmidt in a game like this, you're not going to want to come inside anymore. Martinez on at second base with 2 outs. He has stayed away from Gloss.
Still was pretty. Swung and missed. That's it. Schmidt strikes out the side in the second. Here comes the Rocket. No score. Back after this from your local station.